This is Fred Beck from Fred Beck and I. I'm joined by Alexis after the press conference. I know you haven't got you here for that long, so we'll go straight into it. JJ seemed quite reserved, kind of quite held back, quite calm, quite content in that press conference. Is there a change and a switch in him at all?
Yeah, I think, it's a big day. We've been training real hard. We've just come back from the States, a big trip with WrestleMania, and we've put a lot of work in. He sparred. He came off a private jet and sparred the same day. Mm-hmm. That shows you what kind of camp we've got. He came off a jet and did 6 rounds. So he's in it at the moment. He's just in camp at the moment.
You don't think Joe Fournier is getting off his jet, getting out his Bentley and doing 6 round sparring?
Absolutely not. Not the way JJ has. No way. I think you can tell just by people's faces and what they're like. I know Joe personally, and I've taken guys to sparring before, and I know he's a tough guy. But there's something about being tough, and there's something about being active. I think that activity of him not boxing, and him not being in the gym all the time, and him not taking the bumps all the time, I think that's going to show on the night. I think you can pretend how you used to box and think about the old times, but being in it, it's a young man's sport.
How much does it benefit you, London Street Fighters, and obviously KSI, the fact that you kind of fought and got up against Joe Fournier before?
Yeah, I mean...
With David Hayes, sorry.
I mean, I've coached David for years, so I've been in the gym with Joe, and I've had him sparring, so I know that he's a tough guy. I know what he brings to the table. That being said, JJ brings more to the table. He's a heavier puncher. He's got more fitness, and right now he's living boxing. They're live rounds. He's living boxing, so he's not doing anything else other than boxing, on a day-to-day basis. So I think Joe's going to be in for a rude awakening.
You say you listed a few things off there that KSI obviously kind of has his advantage on Joe Fournier. You say like he's younger, he hits harder, he might be a little bit fitter. Obviously, Joe Fournier is a bigger one to experience. Yeah. I guess KSI is a lot younger. How much will that experience benefit Joe in the fight?
I think that experience will benefit Joe, loads in keeping him alive for longer. But that's all it's going to be doing. You've got to remember something, that our job as coaches is to give that experience to the youth, to the fighters. And in their sparring, they gain that experience. Then in the fights, they gain that experience. So, although JJ's on a kind of like a fast train, as it were, of learning boxing and becoming better at it, I think that as Joe being 9-0, I think he's the right guy, the right prospect for JJ to use as a stepping stone towards someone like Tommy Fury, towards someone like Jake Paul.
Certainly. I know I haven't got you long for here. You just got off the plane. Were you at WrestleMania?
Yes.
You were there?
Yeah.
Were you there ringside?
Yes.
You were. How was it?
Crazy. 80,000 people. It's kind of like what I expected to be like when JJ fights Jake Paul or fights Tommy Fury. I think their stadium fights, I think they're enormous. I think it's going to have that kind of atmosphere. It's going to be insane. Was
there any concern that KSI might have hurt himself in that stunt? Obviously getting put through the table by Logan Paul.
No. There was no concern.
You sure though? Because Mam texted me after saying he might have a broken rib, and I guess he was winding me up then.
He's probably just winding you up.
Yeah, that's annoying. I have a word of Mams. Alexis, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.